Hey guys, it's Victoria. Welcome back to my channel. I'm super excited for this video. I'm going to be doing my first spring look of the season. So I'm using some dried flowers and I wanted a glass-like nail, so I'm applying it straight to my clear tip. I'm using the Macart base coat so that the flowers have something to stick to, and then with tweezers I'm just going to put the flowers on the nail and try to make it perfect, and then I'll cure it. So in this video, I'm actually collaborating with another nail enthusiast here on YouTube. Her name is Love of Lakeisha. So we have been chatting and we've decided to both do spring looks since it's right around the corner. She's so sweet. We've just been chatting and bouncing ideas off each other. So I'm doing a flowery spring look and she's doing a butterfly spring look. So make sure you go and check her video out. Right now I'm going to the pinky finger and I'm doing the same thing, except this entire nail is going to be covered with flowers. The thumb, I'm doing an ombre, so I only covered up the tip, and I'm just going to keep doing this until it's perfect. So these flowers were pretty difficult to use. I've seen lots of videos and other people use them in designs and they always come out looking so pretty, but I've never ever heard anyone say that they're difficult to use. They're very fragile. It's hard to get the entire flower to stay together. It just kept separating from itself. And then I run into even more problems later on when I encapsulate, so I'll explain then. Right now I'm using the Ohuhu number 6 Polygel. It's a really pretty baby pink, and I reviewed the entire kit of this Ohuhu Polygel, so if you're interested in that, you can go watch it. But my first step in ombreing is taking the bead and putting product around my cuticle, and then I'm going to drag the top of the product up and start to fade it with the tip of my brush. And whenever I came in contact with a flower, I tried not to press too hard or manipulate the flowers too much. I tried to go in between on the clear tip to fade it up. Right before I cure, I'm just making sure I clean up the cuticle, and I'm gonna cure this. Every time you see my hand going in the lamp, it's for 30 seconds. Moving on to my pointer finger and my ring finger, these two nails are going to be fully covered in polygel. As you see, I'm just skipping through all of that footage because it's super repetitive, and I have a very detailed video on how to fully cover a nail in polygel and how to create a really strong apex. Super easy, so I'm using that same method. If you're interested in the 2-bead method that I'm talking about, you can go ahead and check that video out. So for the middle finger, I'm getting a very tiny bead and I'm going to first fit it around the cuticle. I'm doing a French tip and I ended up not getting enough product for this. So what I did was just fit it around my cuticle and kind of bring in the corners of the polygel. And for this bead, I'm just focusing on the bottom of it, and I decided to just add another tiny bead strictly for the actual smile line. So I'm just trying to make the smile line as perfect as I can. I'm playing around with it a lot, and I'm also going to blend that second bead into the first bead. I tried to make it as perfect as I could. I actually spent more time on this than you see just to make it perfect because the tip is going to be clear. I didn't want to have to file my smile line to perfect it, so my design didn't have any scratches in the clear. I'm going ahead and putting in the flowers, just playing around with them until it's perfect. After reading the comments in my last video, I've decided to give away those drills from that video. If you're interested in entering that giveaway, make sure you watch that video and follow me on Instagram. It's Vic's Nail Tips, just like it is here on YouTube. So this is what the nails are looking like. They're super cute. I'm curing it for 30 seconds and now I'm moving on into encapsulating. This is the Macart Clear Polygel. This is what I always use to encapsulate. My design layer was extremely thin and would definitely break, so I had to make sure with the clear polygel I created an apex with it. But encapsulating also helps with just protecting your design layer so that when you go to file it, you don't file all the hard work you did. You're only filing away the clear. So when I get to my middle finger, I will explain what I'm doing and how I encapsulate. So first thing I do is place the bead in the center where I want the thickest point to be. Then I like to drag some product down to the cuticle and just fit it around there and make it nice and thin. Then I like to keep height in the center of the bead and drag up any excess product without thinning out the apex. And I actually didn't have enough product, so I just added some more to the tip and blended it in with that first bead. I did that without curing in between and it ended up working out. So that is how I encapsulate. After curing, I went ahead and went onto my pinky, and I did learn from my mistakes the first 2 times, and I just made 2 beads, one at the bottom, one at the top, so I knew I had enough product. Now, another issue that I was running into when it came to these flowers was encapsulating. So because the Macart polygel is so thick, I was having to press really hard, and I found that the flowers underneath were kind of slipping and sliding and changing from my original arrangement, which luckily it still ended up coming out cute, but it was something that I noticed and I was just really having a hard time. I'm moving on and I'm just going to clean off that sticky layer with some alcohol. This is what they look like with just the application. And now I'm going to go in the filing. I'm first going around all the edges with a hand file to fix up the shape, and to actually file I'm using my Kiara Sky 5-in-1 fine drill bit, and I'm going at a pretty slow speed. I think I'm at about 8,000 RPMs. I like to go around my cuticle first to clean that up, and then I like doing up and down motions to debulk the nail. And then I like to go side to side to just smooth up the nail from those up and down motions. So I wiped away the dust, and I did that to the rest of the nails, and now I'm buffing. So the filing process is all done, and I'm just cleaning up any dust with a lint-free wipe. Here's what they're looking like after being filed. There's a major difference. They are so cute. So I'm using the Macart Galaxy stick in the color Nebula, maybe that's how you say it, and I'm just using this on my ring finger to make it nice and holographic. I did get a little bit messy, but once I top coat it and clean up my hands, that will all come off. So I'm using Rhinestones on my pointer finger. This is my Model 1's nail art glue, my Macart top coat, and my nail art glue brush. First, I apply that nail glue in the center of my nail because that's where the gems are going. And then on top of that, I'm applying a layer of that top coat, and I'm gonna apply the rhinestones into the wet gel. I'm just gonna let you guys watch me place the rhinestones on my nail until it's perfect, and then I'm going to cure it for 30 seconds after. So here's what it ended up looking like in the end. I thought that the placement was so cute, probably my favorite rhinestone placement. But moving on, I'm going ahead and top coating all the clear nails. I'm super excited to do this because they all just came to life. To make it as clear as possible, I top coated the top and also underneath the tip so that you could see through it and it looked just like glass. So I also had to top coat the ring finger, and this is what they're looking like uncured. Once they are finally cured in the lamp, I grabbed some alcohol just to give the nails a final cleaning, and as you see, the holographic powder came right off of my skin. I'm going into cuticle oil. This is from the brand Cusio. I'm applying a drop and then I'm gonna rub it into my skin, and these nails look so pretty, so beautiful. They came out exactly how I was imagining them, super springy and girly with the baby pink. The flowers were a little harder to use than I was expecting, but I ended up working with them and it came out fine in the end. I think they're super cute. So that is the end of this video. Don't forget to check out Love of Lakeisha's video as well. I really hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye.